Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the camera review for this HTC One M9. And the rear facing camera is a 20.7 megapixel shooter. It has a Toshiba sensor and it also has this dual flash, whereas the front facing camera is a 4 megapixel. It's actually the 4 Ultrapixel, and hence in low lighting it does actually a pretty good job. And I would say one thing that I do not like about this HTC One M9 is, though now it has a pretty high megapixel count, but HTC has omitted optical image stabilization, and I've taken a lot of sample shots with this device. I'll show you all of them a bit later. I even took selfie shots with the front facing camera. I'll show you all of them a bit later, but first let's quickly look at the camera interface. And as you can see, this is the default interface. This is the front facing camera, and you can just swipe like this to move between the rear facing camera and the panorama mode. If you click here, you get to other settings. Actually, HTC does provide us a lot of settings. We can control the auto white balance, ISO, and if you click here, you go to the other settings. For example, you can go to widescreen or 1:1, etc. And if you click here, you have auto smile capture, etc. All these options are there. So in terms of what do you say, options provided, HTC has provided us a lot of options, and with the rear facing camera you can record video up to 4K. I'll show you a sample video that I shot at 4K later on. And let me actually now show you the camera. The camera is actually pretty fast. As you can see, we have the default tap to focus. You can just hit on it and it quickly focuses, and after it focuses, when you click it, it takes the shots almost instantly. But without hitting the tap to focus, as you can see, let me show you the sample shots. They might come out to be a little bit blurry. As you can see, we took this shot without using the tap to focus. But if you use the tap to focus, let me show you the earlier shots. As you can see, they come out to be actually pretty good. And I would say the camera does actually a pretty good job when there is ample of light, but it starts to show its weaknesses in artificial lighting and in indoor conditions. Now let me show you the sample shots that I shot with this device so that you can judge the camera performance. These pictures were taken with the rear facing camera of the HTC One M9, and if you notice, in outdoor conditions where there's plenty of light, the pictures come out to be really good, and they're pretty sharp and they have a lot of detail. Also in terms of color reproduction, the color reproduction was actually pretty good. But in terms of dynamic range, I feel it's pretty weak. As you can see, the picture is blown out. But in outdoor lighting, I would say the pictures come out to be really good with the M9. Recording this video with the HTC One M9 at the highest resolution possible, that is 4K. And yes, I have applied the software patch that HTC has released. So this footage is after that patch, and the audio that you're hearing is also being recorded by the internal microphone of this device. And it's a bright sunny day today, and this is my roof garden. We do have the tap to focus functionality, so you can just tap in for quickly focusing. And let me just move, and I'm recording this handheld. But the thing with the HTC One M9 is that it does not have any hardware based stabilization. The optical image stabilization is missing on this device. So do let me know, what do you feel about this 4K video recording. Again, I'll just tap on the cactus, but if I don't tap, let's look at it, how well it auto focuses. So it is taking quite a bit of time in autofocus. You got to tap in like this for it to focus in the video. As you can see, I need to tap in. And let me just walk back now. Do let me know, what do you feel about the video recording. Again, this is at 4K. So this is a sample footage with the HTC One M9 at 4K in outdoor lighting conditions. Now recording this sample video with the front facing camera of the HTC One M9, and we can set it to record at 1080p, which I have done. So this is in completely outdoor lighting conditions, so you be a judge and do let me know, what do you feel about the video recording with the front facing camera of this HTC One M9. These selfies were taken with the front-facing camera of the HTC One M9, and I feel it does a good job for selfies. These pictures were shot in semi-indoor conditions, and here also I would say it does a decent job, but you got to be careful, otherwise the pictures can come out to be a little bit blurry. Here also I noticed that the sharpness is not there. Here the flash fired, and I would say when the flash fires, the pictures come out to be really good and the flash is pretty powerful. Now these were shot in completely artificial light in my office, and you got to be careful because in artificial light the shutter can take a lot of time and that can cause a little bit of shake. As you can see, this picture is a little bit shaky of my daughter, but this came out okay. And this is one more picture I took, but it's a little bit soft to my liking. Also, there's fair amount of noise when pictures were taken in completely artificial lighting. Also, due to the lack of OIS, pictures can come out to be a little bit shaky in artificial light if you're not careful. Though the front-facing camera actually does again a pretty decent job even in artificial lighting conditions. Recording this footage with the front-facing camera of the HTC One M9, and this is in completely artificial lighting in my office. To give you an idea, again I'm recording at the highest setting possible, that is 1080p. And do let me know what do you feel about the video recording. Again guys, this is after the software patch that HTC has released. So do let me know in the comment section what do you feel regarding the front-facing camera of this HTC One M9. So what do I feel about the camera performance of this HTC One M9? As you've seen from the sample shots, I would say the 20 megapixel camera actually does a pretty good job in outdoor conditions when there is ample of light. But when we move to indoor lighting conditions and in artificial light, I feel that it struggles a lot. Also, the lack of optical image stabilization really hampers this device in my opinion. And in many of the indoor shots, they came out to be a little bit blurry. So I was not that impressed with the camera performance, especially in indoor and artificial light. In fact, I would say the HTC One M8 did a lot better job in indoor lighting conditions. So I was not very happy with the camera performance. Now, if we move to video also, here also as you saw, as it does not have any hardware-based image stabilization, even for the video footage that we shot in 4K, it was not that great due to the very shaky video output that we got. So in terms of video also, I was not happy. When we move to the front-facing camera, in terms of static shots like selfies, etc., it does actually a pretty good job even in indoor lighting conditions thanks to that Ultrpixel. But when we move to the video, I was thoroughly disappointed. In terms of exposure also, it had a lot of problems if we shoot selfie videos with the front-facing camera in outdoor conditions, and also the audio was actually out of sync with the video with the front-facing camera. Another thing that I noticed with the camera is that after using the camera outdoors for about 4 or 5 minutes, the back actually gets very warm to touch. And in fact, I did this review after applying the software patch that HTC has released. But even after that software patch, the camera performance is simply unacceptable for a flagship device. In fact, I would say the camera performance has gone down compared to the HTC One M8. And when we start comparing it with some other flagships, then I would say this camera on this HTC One M9 is simply not that good in my opinion. I'll also be posting the full in-depth review for this HTC One M9 very soon. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.